Spotify, please.
Spotify, Mom.
Woo! It's too loud.
It is 35 degrees outside today, but I am filming a YouTube video for you guys today because I am really excited. My mom is finally here in Germany and it has been a huge help to me. She's definitely struggled a little bit, 100% with the language, but she has been going to the bakery and the grocery store all by herself, and I will let her share some of her stories with you today. But today is actually going to be our first product review too. Conveniently, just around the time that my mom was going to arrive, I was contacted by Timekettle. They've actually recently just launched their new M3 Translator Earbuds on Amazon. They launched on August 8th this month. They do have a couple older models, but we're gonna be testing this one out today, not with myself because as you guys know, I do speak a little bit of German now, but my mom is really struggling and I haven't been able to help her because I'm stuck here on bed rest and prepping for baby. So I'm very excited to introduce you to my mom. We're gonna head outside shortly and go find her. We're gonna do a little bit of an unboxing of the Timekettle M3 Translator Earbuds with her, and then we're actually gonna hit the streets and see how well do these actually work in real life. Now, just a quick lowdown on the product itself. These earbuds specifically are typically geared for travelers like my mom. They do actually offer 40 different languages in 93 different accents, which is great because as many of you guys know, in Germany there are quite a few different accents, many of which I actually don't even understand myself. Now, with these 40 different languages, you do actually have to be set up with a Wi-Fi signal or cellular data, but they do also offer offline translations for a few different languages, which include translating from English, which is my mother tongue, to Korean, Japanese, Russian, Chinese, Spanish, French, and German. You'll notice here that they actually do look similar to many other cordless Bluetooth capability headphones that we see today on the market, and they do actually offer all the same perks as the typical earbuds would, so listening to music, receiving and making calls, and they do also have some noise canceling capabilities too, which I'm really excited to try out as well. But today we're actually going to focus on the all-in-one translator, of course with the help of my mom, who speaks absolutely no German. So now that we've gone through a few of the ins and outs of the product itself, let's head downstairs, let's go find my mom, and we're going to test it out together before we hit the streets of Düsseldorf. Hello everybody, this is my mom, and she's here to tell you guys a couple of stories.
It is difficult shopping in the German language when you don't know, and not everybody is always willing to help you.
When I sent her to the grocery store, I told her she can bring back the bottles too, and she was absolutely terrified. I'm like, Mom, it's a machine with one button. Like, you press this one button, the receipt comes out, you give it to the cashier, end of story. Nothing's gonna happen. What happened?
I put the bottles in, the whole machine started beeping. I had to go to the cash register to see if I could get someone to help me, and she had a lineup of like 20 people. Both girls did not speak any English. We did a lot of pointing, and I didn't break the machine, it did it itself.
Then we needed dish soap. She comes home all proud and is like, I think we got the right thing.
Apparently we did find the right section, but they were completely sold out of dish soap. And the only thing was there, it turns out, was toilet bowl cleaner. It does not say anything on it about toilets. Well, and it was in the dish soap section. So we brought that home and Jenna had a hysterical laughing fit.
At least you guys said that maybe toilet bowl cleaner will also work on the dishes. So I guess we could give that a try. What I was thinking was that because this is our very first product review of something, I thought it would be perfect for my mom because she's going through some of these rough patches trying to figure out the German language. We're gonna test this out together and then just kind of give you our take on what it's like.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Earbuds.
Earbuds.
Earbuds. Oh, that was easy.
Fancy schmancy. This is the Timekettle fish card, which I believe gets you 30 fish, and you can add different languages to your offline setting. Of course, for us, we really only need German.
Ta-dam!
These are the headphone pieces. But the most exciting thing, I think, for me, is what you didn't pull out.
Oh.
These pods. They're two separate ones where they hold the headphones. And it's not just like a super light magnetic carrying case, but it's also where you would charge your headphones too. You've got charging cable, extra pods. Also, apparently these are sweat proof too, which is good. If you're using this for hot days like 35-degree weather today, then you don't have to worry about sweating on them. Also doing sports. Similar to everything in life nowadays, we have our Timekettle app. You can select which headphone is yours. Ours is the M3. Open the case, take the earbuds out from the case.
I can do that part. What do you think?
Beautiful. Do they feel good in your ear? Like comfortable? Oh, I can hear something.
Oh.
You want to try? It already connected.
It's too loud.
Oh, is it playing? You have to press 3 times and then use voice command. Anyway, we won't go into detail about that, but there's some instructions on playing the music, answering calls. It's all kind of like functioning on the headphones. On the left headset, you'll press once to do play and pause, press twice to repeat the previous song, 3 times to activate voice control. There's a lot of different things that you can do it.
Oh, it's switched song.
Yeah, so if you tap right twice, then it'll go forward. If you tap left twice, then it'll go backwards to the previous song. So I think it's just a bit of a learning curve, but once you get used to it, it would make it much easier. Like if you were running around or you were on the streets and you just like need to tap them. The M3 wireless earbuds, they actually get 7 hours of charge like in the earbud themselves. And then when you charge them in this case, and this case is fully charged, it extends the playtime of up to 25 hours. So you can actually have this fully charged, the headphones fully charged for an entire week's trip without having to charge it. I guess we just go into the Timekettle app now.
And I'm going to be able to understand German. Das ist gut.
Now we're connected. We can see here that we have touch mode, listen mode, speaker mode. Let's try the different modes out and see how they go. Touch mode actually allows you to simply tap on the sensor of the earbud to activate and pick up voices speaking in a different language. And this mode actually works best when you're having a natural one-on-one conversation. Even if you're in a relatively noisy environment, they do have their dual microphone noise reduction technology.
Die Suppe ist sehr lecker. Möchtest du gerne mal probieren?
What type of soup is it?
Das ist eine rote Beetesuppe mit Knoblauch.
I don't think so.
Aber es schmeckt echt sehr lecker. Du kannst gerne probieren.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
it worked.
really cool.
The German was really, really good.
But if I was at a cash register, I would have to give her the earbud?
No, in this case it's one-on-one. So if you're at a cash register, then you could use speaker mode. We'll try listen mode. You can put them both in your ears. Then you've got listen mode, which allows you to listen in on short conversations within a group.
Okay, so I'm sitting here and you're explaining it to her and I need to see if I can understand the conversation.
Also, als erstes musst du einmal schauen, wie lang der Regenbogen ungefähr sein soll. Wenn du dann dein Stück fertig geschnitten hast, nimmst du eine Farbe, wickelst das einfach hier ungefähr auf dieser Höhe einmal rum. Hast du das verstanden?
Ja?
Das ist ja cool.
Obviously, what we can see here is that the more clearly you speak or the slower you speak, the easier it's going to be properly interpreted, and also depending on your connection. So right now I'm on my data. I have more than enough, but I can actually use this Timekettle fish card to punch in my activation key, which I'll just scratch off the back there, and then I can also do the English to German offline as well as online.
There is a slight delay between when you say the thing and when I get it.
We're definitely gonna have to try this out with a group
Yes.
of Germans at a table and see how that works.
Lecker. Und Butter.
So delicious.
Wow.
I would normally talk English to you right now, but what am I supposed to do now?
Henrik, ist das dein Bier?
Ja.
Henrik, is that your beer?
Wir haben jetzt wahrscheinlich schnell gegangen.
So I could actually take orders in a restaurant now and know what they're talking about.
Exactly. In order to do that, you could do then speaker mode. And then lastly, you've got the speaker mode, which requires one earbud and one phone. And it's best in a situation when you're asking a simple question like, where's the bus stop? Or how much does this cost?
Hello. Could I get one of these square ones? one of the round ones, and then one at the end. Thank you.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. And then they can answer me back.
Ziemlich cool. Sehr cool. Yeah. So, we are gonna head out now and we are gonna hit the streets. We are gonna try this with some Germans.
Das ist sehr gut.
Das ist sehr gut.
For me, it would be helpful when I'm shopping, when I need to ask questions. If I'm lost, then I can ask somebody where to go, ask somebody where something is. And the other thing would be if I'm sitting at this table, at the dinner table, and they're talking in German conversation, I can pick up what they're talking about.
Yeah, it works a lot better than I thought it was going to. I thought like the translation was gonna be totally lost, but I was actually pretty impressed. What's really cool is that I probably wouldn't spend so much money on like translation earbuds because I'm not always traveling. However, because it has that multi-function where you can also play music, you can pick up your phone, you can talk and do everything with them, I can actually use them every day, even for work, which is kind of cool. And then when I have visitors, I can give them to them when they're in Germany. And then when I'm traveling, I can use them in, like I mentioned, 40 different languages, which is pretty cool. So I think all in all, I was pretty impressed. I'll definitely also leave all of the links that you guys need down below. You can get them on Amazon if you want to check them out yourselves.
Might be a little harder for the older generation, but the younger generation, wow.
Yeah, you definitely have to be like tech savvy and understand like how the Bluetooth system works, but once you get into it, the system itself is actually super easy. So I would say this would probably be the best for travelers, people who have moved here and who have only been here for a few months, because of course it's really important to learn the German language, but in those first few months you just have to get through life sometimes and like get stuff done, you know what I mean? So vielen lieben Dank und wie immer you have to say bis später.
Bis später.
Huh?